Hello, welcome along to Adventures in Pop. My name is Simon Jacobs, and this is the second part of of a two-episode version of Adventures in Pop, where I'm going to take you through some of the tracks that are going to appear on my new album called Five, which is out on the 9th of June, which is this coming Friday. If you're in kind of today's time. Obviously, if you're coming back from millions of years into the future, it was 2023. I'm excited to be able to talk to you about the second group of six tracks. It's basically tracks 7 to 12, if you like, from the album Five. And I will do what I did last time in the previous episode and show you some little clips of the videos and tell you everything I know about these tracks. And I should know because they are mine, but it's interesting that sometimes there's quite a lot to say about a track. Sometimes really, even if I like the song, there's nothing much to say about it. But let's get into that straight after this. So we're going to pick up the story with track 7, and I'm going to go through it in the order that it will appear on this album. Even though the album is a strange concept, we did kind of touch on this last time. It's just a bunch of singles pulled together in a nice presentation. Track 7 was For the Kids. We're now kind of into this year. So this got released in January of 2023. For the Kids, with its lovely video, which included a dustbin. I guess I was taking the words of For the Kids very literally. It starts with a line about Tuesday night is bin night. And it is that kind of, I suppose, detailed observational kitchen sink drama. So it's appropriate that the video features a dustbin being dragged down the drive for the dustmen to collect in the morning. For the Kids, okay, what was this song about? It was really basically saying if you're staying together with the kids, and this is a phrase that gets used over and over again, where as soon as the kids have grown up, then it's over. But we're staying together for the kids. It alarms me, this phrase, because I just think, so you hate each other, but and you think your kids don't realise that. I always think if you maybe gave your kids a vote, even if they're only 3 years old, let them decide. They'd probably say, yeah, no, prefer you to split up immediately if that's okay, and I'll go and stay with Granny. But it's really a phrase that gets used, I think, to enable the procrastinator to procrastinate a little bit longer. Call me cynical, but that's my view, and that's, I guess, what For the Kids is basically about. And it's a kind of a midlife crisis-y sort of song. And well, what's not to like about those? So let's have a little snippet. I guess I ought to actually show you the bit with the bin going down the drive, having gone on about it. So here it is. Tuesday night is bin night. You take the bins to the end of the drive. You look up at the stars and wonder how you managed to survive. Just for a moment, you stop and reflect. You've just got time to smoke a cigarette. You look back at the house and sigh. You know the kids are asleep. How did so much of your life go by with all the secrets that you keep? Stay together for the kids. After For the Kids came Every Step, kind of quite a big ballady thing, moody, written on a long walk home from some friends of mine on Christmas Day a year and a half ago now. And so it was entirely fitting that the the video would feature snow. On the one night in the whole of the winter, where it snowed in London, we had a friend staying with us who'd never seen actual snow falling from the sky. So we did rush outside and attempt to make, well, it wasn't really a snowman. I'd call it a snow baby because there wasn't enough snow for a snowman. But it was properly snowing, and you can see that in this video for every step. And it just seemed appropriate to use the blanket of snow to create the backdrop for this video. So it features basically me just walking about around the streets where I live in the snow. But it does actually work well with the song, so it all fits together. Here's a bit of every step.
And every step that I take on this winding road, I guess there's a truth that I might discover. Sometimes I feel like time goes so slow, or it speeds right up. I don't know. It's one or the other. Oh, the night plays tricks with your mind. Seeds of doubt that only get stronger.
Now, track 9, because we're at 7, 8, 9. Yes, we're up to track 9 from the album 5, which is released, did I say, this Friday, the 9th of June. Track number 9 is one of the new ones which has not been released as a single, and it's called Things. And actually, if you really want to know about Things, I'm going to play a little snippet of it like I've done with the others. But 2 episodes back, on episode 114, I dedicated a bit more time to Things and showed you the whole video. So please be my guest. Go back and have a look at that. Things essentially is about things that get made very cheaply in far off places, to be sold very cheaply, and therefore obviously the concern is that labourers in those factories in far off places are not getting paid very much, and maybe that's because they're children. I don't know. I don't know for certain, but I mean, we know the scandals that there have been. It could be the warehousing where things are getting sent to and from, that kind of those hubs of delivery and supply chain. When I say the word supply chain, I almost fall asleep immediately. Or we're talking about those places where there are a lot of people crammed into small spaces with sewing machines, making stuff, making textiles. So a bit of a bother, concern to me and to lots of people as well. So that is basically what Things is about. But it also is kind of matching up to a feeling I really do have, which is I don't want things. When it's my birthday and people say, "What do you want?" I for about 20 years I've said nothing. I've said I would like nothing. Not I've said nothing. And that's how it is.
From the hands of children to the luxury fashion store shelves, all those beautiful things to make us feel better about ourselves. 3, 4. Oh, it feels like we when you've got all that you need. Then you see something shiny in you. The constant allure to have a little bit more. You know you can't take that with you. Oh, it feels like greed when you've got all that you need. Then you see something shiny in you. The constant allure to have a little bit more. You know you can't take that with you.
10 is Adored. Now, track 10, I just want to say that again, this is a video that I showed really quite recently because it was out only a couple of months back, and it features me looking really quite bonkers, I would say, sitting there with a crown on my head, delivering this song, which is a song about self-delusion and narcissism and the desire to be not just loved but adored, because there is a difference, I'm sure. Now, I just want to say, in the video, I don't think I actually spelled this out last time, but I think it is worth spelling out. I did mention that I'd popped down to Ryman's to buy the cardboard that makes up the crown. I didn't mention that in the video. You'll see, I think in my left hand, I'm holding, as well as wearing a dressing gown, which is not very gorgeous, is it? I'm holding a mop. Yep, it's obviously a royal mop, but it is nevertheless a mop. Now, all I want to say about this, other than pointing that out to you, is this single came out just a couple of weeks before King Charles's coronation, and I just want to say that I was not really trying to make any statement at all. It only struck me later that this could look like I've got something very important to say about the royal family and the coronation in particular, and that's not really the case. I mean, in a way, maybe I should have invented some connection, but there isn't one. So it's just a coincidence that I'm wearing a crown here, and 2 weeks later, King Charles was wearing a somewhat more expensive crown, on that day. So just thought I'd mention that. Just want to clear up any confusion. So here's a bit of Adored.
I wanna be adored. Oh my Lord, I wanna be adored. Say you will put me on a pedestal. I don't ever wanna be ignored. I wanna be adored. All these narcissistic feelings never can be cured. Oh, you know that ordinary love makes me feel so bored. I don't care if you conclude my character is flawed. What I like the most is when the audience applaud. I wanna be adored.
This brings us to track 11, which is Congratulations. And again, this is a recent single release. So I'm not going to say too much about this one, but nice video. And so this has been out a short time. And here's a little bit of Congratulations.
Congratulations, look at you. You're a daddy now. Congratulations, there's a baby in the buggy. You're a daddy now. And you're all mom and dad. They're so proud of you. 'Cause at last you have done what they always wanted you to do. Congratulations, so look at you. I hope you're happy now. Congratulations, that's a real cute baby. Hope you're happy now. So you went back home. You said you had to sort out your life. And by the time you came back, you were married to a beautiful wife. It's everyone's prerogative to live how they please. It's just that you turn it around by 180 degrees.
And that brings us along to the last track on the album, which is The Way to the World. And this is a video that I've just made, so you haven't seen this video. As I mentioned last time, I did do a live at home Weight of the World, but it has changed a few times. This is quite a difficult song to sing, The Weight of the World. Again, a bit more in the kind of slow ballad, but with quite a range of notes that need to be reached. So there were, I think there were days when I wanted to record this and I couldn't because I think my voice has to be basically to get to sing this song. The planets have to align, and I need to have not shouted at a football match or anything like that for about a decade, and then there's a possibility I might get to some of those notes. So it's a tricky one, this one. And I think I recorded a lead vocal maybe 3 or 4 times over a year and a half to try and get it as right as I could get it. I'm sure, a great singer, and we did talk about singers the other day, but a great singer maybe would eat this for breakfast. I just had a little slice of it. So it's called The Weight of the World. It's a song about basically that says, you seem to be carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Why don't you let me help you? Is essentially, it's an empathy song. It's saying, why don't you put that weight down? Either let me carry it with you or just put it down and let's be on our way. So it doesn't get into anything really much more specific than that. But I like it. When I wrote it, I thought, oh, last track on an album, that one, because it has that kind of sort of sense of ending a resolution. It's kind of it ends quite peacefully and kind of says, right, we're done. And look, I hope you enjoy 5 when it comes out. What I will do is join all the videos together and do a kind of a video album and pop that onto YouTube as a separate piece. So if somebody wants to sit down and watch all the videos in order in full length, bless them. I mean, thank you. And I'll just make it possible to do that and just sort of put them into one video if you like. So that will be out shortly too. And then I am going to think about where I go to for the next set of songs. And I will talk about this next time round, but I want to talk about a slightly new approach that I'm taking in terms of marketing. I want to explain to you, why, full transparency, because that's what this is about. But I think having, as I get to this 5th album, I guess I could carry on like this, which is putting out music, which I really enjoy doing, trying to make the songs as good as I can, hopefully seeing development, etc. And reaching those, sometimes 50,000 streams on Spotify, sometimes it's 80,000 streams, sometimes it's 20,000 streams on Spotify. And I guess I could carry on doing that for some time. I'm just thinking at the moment about, and I have been exploring for a week or two, so it's not hasn't been going on for very long, but a way of making a bit of a step change, and at the same time not getting into trouble with Spotify or YouTube for having bots watch my videos or stream my music, because that ain't no fun. So we'll catch up on that next time round. It's been delightful. If you enjoy Adventures in Pop as much as I do, I think it's ever so good, then do subscribe. I like it when people subscribe. And if you've got a channel, I'll subscribe to yours. So just let me know. I like comments as well. And I wish you very, very well. Enjoy the album when it comes out. And I'm going to leave you with The Weight of the World. See ya.
You carry the weight of the world on your shoulder, but I don't believe that it has to be that way. If you up your worries just for today. You carry the weight of the world on your shoulder. You've got a frown so deep it's etched on your face. What are the voices you hear that keep you from sleeping? What are the demons you constantly chase? How do you make it through every day without giving in? I wouldn't know where to begin. But you take all the blows, and God only knows you make it all look so easy. You carry the weight of the world on your shoulder. The world is so lucky to be carried by someone like you. So here I am, ready to share this heavy load. I'll walk beside you on this lonely road. You carry the weight of the world, and I don't know where you got it from, but maybe this time has come to move on. Carry the weight, just move